Who was that? I'm sorry.
Congresswoman
Ms.
Stacey.
Plaskett?
How are you, sir?
Wonderful. The clerk will report the title of Ms. Plaskett's amendment.
Amendment number 1, offered by Ms. Plaskett of the Virgin Islands.
Without objection, the amendment will be considered as read. Is there any member who seeks recognition to speak to this amendment?
I seek recognition to speak to the amendment, Mr. Chair.
All right. Ms. Plaskett, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Striking the last word. The amendment that I offer, amendment number 1, amends section 3 of this bill to add small coastal inland and land ports in rural areas to the priority list for applications to the Agricultural Department's Broadband Access Program, which funds construction and improvement of internet infrastructure in rural areas. It is the primary component of bipartisan legislation that I've introduced with our colleague, Congressman Jerry Carl of Alabama, the Broadband Internet for Small Ports Act. In rural areas, both inland and coastal ports, people congregate near small ports of entry, and these ports act as hubs for commerce and rural economic growth. This amendment recognizes the importance of small ports to rural area economies all across our country. This amendment will help small ports nationwide get federal loans and grants and improve their broadband coverage, thereby enabling working waterfronts and land portal communities to order inventory, coordinate deliveries, access real-time weather updates, and otherwise grow economically. Let me be emphatically clear. This amendment applies equally to any small island, inland, or coastal ports, so long as it services and is located in a rural area, including river ports, land ports of entry, and any other port formed in accordance with applicable state or territorial law. This amendment would improve access to resources opportunities for these small ports in rural areas to improve broadband coverage by providing them with equal second-tier priority to rural communities with fewer than 10,000 residents or high percentage of low-income persons. I recognize that some ports may meet the priority criteria currently outlined by the second tier, but this amendment is important as it provides vital function, giving small ports in rural areas equal priority. This is equal treatment. Without it, small ports in rural areas with a bit more than one and less another are grouped out of priority. Small ports servicing our rural areas are often cornerstones of community and provide vital support in rural America. Adequate broadband coverage is essential for a great many rural communities serviced by small ports. I introduced this bipartisan Broadband Internet for Small Ports amendment, and I offer this amendment to ensure the importance of broadband internet at small ports in rural areas is recognized. And I thank you for allowing me to read that and seeking support